I've always been fascinated with heroes and villains, which is one of the reasons this Lance Armstrong story fascinates me so much. Lance Armstrong was a hero. He took the sport of cycling out of the unknown and put it in the world spotlight. He faced a life-threatening battle with stage 3 testicular cancer. He overcame it, and he went on to win 7 consecutive Tour de France titles. When he made his comeback and came out of retirement in 2009, I had my phone set up to receive stage updates from the Tour de France. I can't even remember the last time I rode my bike from point A to point B, and here I was following the sport of cycling. Why? Lance Armstrong. As the accusations came out and began to pile on, you know what I did? I defended him. I said he's been through so much, it's okay if he cheated a little bit, whatever, it's all good. But as I began to read more, further educate myself on the subject, my opinion of him began to falter, and now it's drastically changed. Not only did this man lie to the world for years, but he went after and attacked the very people that accused him of cheating. And it turns out they were telling the truth. You know what he did? He sued them. On Friday of this past week, January 18, 2013, he announced to the world that he did in fact use performance-enhancing drugs, blood transfusions, testosterone, and other different illegal doping methods during his career. It was all one big lie. I watched the first part of the interview on Friday night in its entirety. I watched about 5 to 10 minutes of the second part on Saturday night before I turned it off because it was making me physically ill. I don't want to hear your sob stories, Lance. I don't want to hear you talk about how you lost $75 million in one day because all your sponsors dropped you. I don't want to hear you talk about how bad it hurts to not be able to compete and that you're a competitor and all you want to do is win. Newsflash, Lance, you're not a competitor. You're a liar and a cheater. And there's only one thing worse than a perpetual liar and cheater apologizing only because he's gotten caught. And that's when that liar and cheater continues to lie while he is trying to apologize for the lies that he's gotten caught in. And that's what I believe Lance was doing on Friday and Saturday night. You're a master manipulator, Lance. You fooled almost everyone. And if your own pride wouldn't have gotten in the way, you would have stayed retired and probably gotten away with everything that you did. But you came back and you got caught. And now you feel your only shot at redemption is to say, I'm sorry. Well, Lance, I'm done. I'm stopped believing. You lied before, and I believe you're still lying now. When Oprah asked you about all the horrible names you called Betsy Andrew and gave you a shot to apologize to her on national TV, all you had to say was, you know what, I'm sorry, Betsy. But what you said, I'm going to take the liberty to say it. I called you a bitch. I called you all these things, but I never called you fat. This is the type of person we're dealing with. If you ask Lance if he said something, but you put an "and" where he put an "a," or you forget to dot an "I," or you forget to cross one of his "t's," then he's going to not deny that he ever said it. He justifies things in his own mind so that he believes he's not telling a lie. His statement about never calling her fat was enough for me to understand the type of person we're dealing with. Lance is a master manipulator, a perpetual liar, a cheater, and someone who is willing to do whatever it takes so that he can come out on top. Lance only cares about himself. Lance Armstrong is a villain.